Hi guys, today's video is going to be about brows. So if you're interested in getting these, just keep watching. Okay, so a good product I believe to use is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. On one end you have the product and on the other end you have a spoolie. You can get this at any drugstore, Walmart, Target, CVS, anywhere really sells it. Ulta sells it as well, or you can go to NYX online and order it. It comes in many different colors. I suggest to go by your hair color. Now I am using black because that is what I found works for me. Sometimes you might want to play around and see what does work best for you. So I think this is a good way to start because as you can see, it's just the pencil. We're not going to do multiple products and it's just going to be this one alone. And we'll do the option later to set the brow. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get closer. So as you can see, I have very little brows. So I need a lot done and this will get it done. So if you have a guide, I also suggest that if you don't have a guide, say you aren't plucking your brows or maybe they're not like shaped the way you want for your face, I would suggest that you go get them professionally waxed, and you could use that one time to spend that money once and then pluck based on how they waxed you. Hopefully you get it. Good job. Okay, so mine already have that. We're just going to start by doing small strokes, just like this. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. Okay. I have tried dark brunette in this, and it was a little reddish, so this actually just kind of works for me. And it's around $10. So it'll help you, like if you do need to practice and say you get the wrong color, you can return it. It's not a big deal if you don't return it, you know, so that you can get the right color. So we're just going to do small strokes like that and follow that brow line. And we're going to do the same thing at the top. Your hairs grow a little bit differently. Some people's do, some people all go the same way, some don't. So mine on this side go this way. So we're going to follow that with the pencil going the same way. So we're just going to keep doing small strokes. Follow that line. And just stop right there. And then we're going to start filling it in. Again, small strokes. As you can see, I'm not just going like that. I'm simply just kind of almost like brushing through with the actual product. And that gives you a more natural appearance. Okay. As you can see, it looks really dark compared to this. So then once we get to these hairs, as you can see on my natural brow on this side, those hairs are naturally more sparse. So I just go upwards and just do little flicks like this. And I just continue to do that until it's filled in. So if you see, it looks like this spot right here needs a little bit more. And I just do little flicks. Okay, so we are about finished with that. Okay, so as you can see the difference in the finished brow and my no brow that's a little been overplucked since probably 12 or whenever my dad let me start plucking my brows. That was an argument. I had very thick brows and I wanted to pluck them and my dad said no. So when I finally could, I'm pretty sure I just like went to town. Okay, so as you can see, that one, it helps with the face. It just creates like a more done face. We're gonna go ahead and get this other one done as well. And it's okay, we're going to start the same way. We are going the opposite way of this. That's just to help with our base to keep everything kind of symmetrical. Now, everybody's brows are not going to be exactly the same. Brows are more like, some days they're cousins, some days they're sisters, some days they're like fraternal twins, not identical twins. So, and that's okay. As long as you get somewhere in the family. We just don't want any cousin, first cousin removed situations. And this just takes practice. You will get better. As you can see, I'm still doing small strokes. Just like that. Okay. So again, as you can see, we've left that first part kind of empty. And we're going to go back in. You can see those hairs kind of go upwards. So we're going to go upwards. If you hear my daughter in the background, I'm sorry. So you just want to keep filling in until you are satisfied. Keep going those hairs upwards. Okay. Now I suggest to kind of like lean back and kind of look at yourself, and it kind of let you know if did I mess up? Do I need to fix them? It helps you, when you're really up close like this, it's different than when you stand back and you're like, whoa, so that's kind of how I like them. So we kind of did a thick brow today. Some days I do a thinner brow. It just depends. And that's the cool thing about makeup too, is like you can make your brows thin, thick, whatever you feel like looks best on you. You can, or if it looks better with your makeup, just whatever. That's one thing I like about makeup, is you can do what you want. Okay, so now that we've gotten those, and you also want to make sure, I forgot to bring in this tip, and if you go get your brows done, they will do this. You kind of want it to line up with this part, not your actual nostril, like over here, but like right here, like kind of where your nostril starts. And then that's how I kind of gauge where my brows are. And that's also kind of personal preference as well. Like how far apart you would like them. So you could leave it here and stop, or you can set your brows. And I do this most of the time. You don't always have to do this. And we didn't use the spoolie on this. You can to brush through. But once I put this gel in, it's kind of going to do that a little bit for me. So I use the brow this way. See if it focuses. Okay, the Brow This Way by Milani, Rimmel. Brow This Way by Rimmel. It's just a clear gel. And I do go upwards right here, just gently. And I actually brush all of it up. Get closer so you can see those hairs. And then I will do the same on the other brow. Brush upwards. And this should keep them set and your brow hairs in place all day. I don't have a lot of brow hair, so for me, it's not necessary to use that. That's really kind of like an extra step that I don't necessarily need to do. But if you do have a lot of brow hair, I would suggest to use a setting gel. So these are the brows. And I hope this was informational and helped you. There was a request for this video, so I really hope you enjoyed it and it helps you out. There are other good products to start that are also pencils. The L'Oreal Brow Stylist is also a really great one to use as well if you can't find the NYX one. So either one, they both have different variety of colors. The NYX does come in more colors, so that's a plus for the NYX one, but they do work pretty similar with the product. The product is pretty much the same. Both are great, and I hope this helped you, and now we will have a bountiful day. That was way too cheesy. I hope you guys all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it, subscribe, and I will see you next time.